Okay, so here are my favorite eye brushes, and these are the only brushes I use because I don't like wear foundation or blush or anything. Um, okay, so I keep them all in just like a little baggie. One of the ones that I got from Sigma when I've ordered from them a couple of times, so I have a few of these little baggies. Um, I'll just start with this one. This is the Sigma eye shading brush. It's number E55. So it's just a basic shading brush. I believe it's natural hair. So yeah, I use this for however you use the shading brush to pack on color on to my lid. So I know a lot of people like use it to take it underneath too. I try doing that. I'm not very good at it. So yeah, so basically just for the top. Next, this is like I think my all-time favorite brush because it's the one I use the most. If I'm using any brushes at all, is and it's like if it was only one, I would use this brush. This is the short shader brush from Sigma. It's E20. So it's a really dense short eyeshadow brush. I originally got this because I had a problem when I was using this one of I would always end up making the eye shape way bigger than I was planning on. So I decided, well, duh, why don't I just get a smaller brush? So I got this one, and it's really awesome, but I actually don't, I used it today on the top lid, but I use it most often to put eyeshadow on the bottom. Like this is awesome for that. I know like a lot of people use a pencil brush for that, but I find, I guess just for the particular look I'm looking for, this does a much better job. So I love this brush. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. Next is my second favorite brush. It was originally my favorite, but then I found the short shaders like the exact opposite. It's a large fluff brush. It's like this is the E50, but it's like the same as the MAC 227, I think. And yeah, I love this to, if there was just like one color I want to put all over, this is fantastic for that. I know a lot of people use it for highlight. I don't do brow highlight, but I imagine it's good for that too. But yeah, this is a really awesome brush and it's just big and cute. Yeah, fantastic. Next is this angled brush from EcoTools. I think it's called their eyeliner brush or something simple like that. This is what I would use underneath the eye if I wanted a really thin line. Because when I use the short shader brush underneath the eye, I use like the flat part, so it's like a thick, so you see it's like a thick line, but when I use the angled brush, I use the top of it, so it's really, really thin. So usually I want a thick line, but if I don't, I use this to do a thin line underneath. But I also want to try using this to work on like longer eye shapes. I recently watched a video with Nick from Pixie Woo, and she used this to like help shape her winged eyeshadow. And so I need to start practicing that because I always tend to make things round and really high. The roundness is on purpose, the highness is not. And so I think this will help me a lot in trying to get it further out. This is Sonia Kashuk's, like, I think on the package, actually I have the package right here. It says small multi-purpose powder brush. But it's just like a tapered blending brush. It was a lot more tapered before the first time I washed it, and now it looks a lot more like the E40 or what's it, 224 I think. But it used to be a lot more tapered than this. But I like it a lot. I like it better than the 224 or the E50 or whatever it was. It keeps the shape, like I guess what I like to focus on is trying to keep this shape contained, because I always make it too big. So this is better for blending because it doesn't go as far. Yeah, so really good. And so last thing is this EcoTools eye kit, or like eye brush set. It was the first set of brushes I bought, and there are a couple of really awesome brushes in here. So this is what it looks like. And this one is awesome. They call it the Smudge brush. Like each of the brushes has a name, but this is like this a really tiny pencil brush, but not really. It's really flimsy. It's not as dense as pencil brushes usually are, but it's shaped like a pencil brush. This is awesome, like perfect for doing inner corner stuff. So this is really, really nice. Another really good brush, and I guess the last brush I'm going to talk about, is this brush that they call Highlight, which is an odd name for it because it's like just very obviously a blending brush to me. I mean, obviously people use it for whatever they want, but to me this should be called the blending brush. It's just like a round, or like a crease brush. It's just like a round little brush, and that's just another good blending brush. It's really dense, so it moves the color really well. Yeah, so I think that's all. I'm pretty content with my brushes. I don't think I really need any more, as long as I keep sticking to just eyes, basically. Yeah, so these, and then the EcoTools set. Good stuff.